Right, so we've got a playset of Dark Betrayal, playset of Pack Rat, playset of Scavenging Ooze, 3 Caryatids, 2 Abrupt Decays, because I only have 2, and I'd ideally have 3 with 3 Putrefies, but I've put in a 4th Putrefy because I actually have one. 4 Spiteful Returned, because it's amazing. 2 Dreadmanglers, yet again, ideally want 3, but only have 2. Hero's Downfall, would ideally have 3, but only have 2. Reaper of the Wilds, playset of 3, Fate Unraveler, playset of 3, single Cura, 3 Temple of Deceits, 2 Temple of Mysteries, and 2 Mutavaults. The Dark Betrayals are a sideboard card. The main board is Triple Vraska the Unseen, and that's not even on the screen. Triple Vraska the Unseen and a Father Mage. So the ideal play is wait for the opponent to play all their creatures, and then Abrupt Decay, Putrefy, Abrupt Decay, Hero's Downfall, whatever they play, after the matchup, not matchup, yeah, in the matchup of black, either black mono or someone else doing Golgari or anything that includes heavy amount of black cards, creatures specifically, I put in 4 Dark Betrayals and get rid of Vraska just to lower the mana curve, really. Vraska's Destroy Creature is nice, just a very nice Planeswalker, but it's really expensive to get it out, especially against a deck like Brett's, where it's just coming at you tons of Minotaurs. No way am I going to wait to just have a Planeswalker that they can target, and if they do, they die, but that's not going to happen, they're just going to kill me. Pack Rat, because it gets ridiculous really quickly. I did have 3 Ogre Slumlords in here, but it got a bit slow and pretty much changed the deck entirely. So the ideal play is wait for them to play everything, destroy them, and then play Scavenging Ooze, gobble up any creatures they've got. If you can, have Reaper of the Wilds out by turn 4 so that you can scry as quickly as possible, and then Hexproof, Death Touch if you need. Temples, when you began with 2 of each, and then went to a 3rd Temple of Deceit just for the slight increase of blue mana, which isn't really needed. It was just to make sure that I can actually get Cura and Fathom Mage out. Fathom Mage is really nice for card draw, I find. That I've only got 1 because I couldn't resist buying this promo card, but that was it. Oh, what was that? How much mana do you have? Okay. There's the 5 Temples, 2 Mutavaults, and then I've got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 Swamps. And 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 Forests. Could probably increase the number of forests in... No, I think I'm happy with the amount of mana I've got in here. I don't remember actually having 3 Temple of Deceits. I think it's because I keep switching out my cards with Commander, Legacy, Modern, all that. Temple of Deceits in most of them. Not sure what else would have been in here. Let's quickly show you the sideboard. Got Assassin tokens. 3 copies of Thoughtseize, which were in the main to start with, but I just really don't like the life loss, and I'm finding with the speed of this deck that I don't really care what's in their hand. I'll just let them play it and Abrupt Decay or Putrefy it, and then Hero's Downfall if it's a Planeswalker. I've always found when I use Thoughtseize that the life I've lost is the reason I lose the game. So Thoughtseize, good card in certain decks, just not really in this one. Bile Blight, if they've got Pack Rats or any kind of playset kind of deck, like if Brett had played a couple of Spiteful Returns, would have been nice to just do Bile Blight, kill both of them in one hit, but primarily in my Theros block constructed. Underworld Connections removed for the same reason as Thoughtseize, really. That life loss, not that great, and the card draw, although useful, I've spent mana to actually do it, and I just don't like life loss in this deck, that I have no life gain. And then a 4th Fate Unraveler, well, I say no life gain, I've got Scavenging Ooze, but that doesn't really count. A 4th Fate Unraveler, because them losing life just for drawing a card is very nice. Most I've got out at once is 3 Fate Unravelers. But card advantage? Yeah, I understand where you're coming from with card advantage, but I'd prefer to have card advantage by destroying all their creatures and then knowing that I'm going to gobble those up later with Scavenging Ooze. And then, as happened in that last game with Brett, if Dreadmangler gets destroyed, like if I have to sacrifice it to Mogis or Perforos... No, does Perforos do that?
Perforos
Just does 2 damage to my face, doesn't it? Yeah.
No,
And anything that destroys Dragmangler, thinking that it's doing themselves a favour, usually helps me out to do the scavenge. worst case scenario, I can use Scavenging Ooze to gobble it up. But yeah, that, I was thinking it was like Mogus. There's nothing else like Mogus, is there? It's just pretty much just that's it. Yeah, so that's the deck. I'm quite happy with it. It's a modified version of a deck a guy called James had at the PTQ. What the hell was that called? Stansted,
PTQ.
which is a famous airport. I forgot the name of. Yeah. Well, I say famous, but yeah. Anyway, I think it was about a third, maybe 2/3 similar deck to him. It was mainly because I didn't have all the cards that he had in there. I've increased the number of Scavenging Ooze, put in Pack Rat, which he didn't have. Spiteful Returned, because that's just a beautiful card. What's that? But with 1-for-1, you'll run out of cards. Yeah, I understand that. That's where Fathom Mage kind of came in. It's really the Scry kind of knowing the future, and then the single Cura yet again, because I've only got one. The Underworld connections, I agreed with you at first that it definitely is nice to be able to draw a card just by paying 1 life, but I usually just didn't need it. That I either got the cards and then lost anyway because of the life I lost, or because of having to sacrifice that land. That was mainly it, having to tap land just to get. Yeah, so it was lose 1 mana that turn, lose 1 life that turn, and then draw a single card, which, yeah, with my luck, it was usually Vraska, and I only had 4 mana thanks to Underworld connections, so I couldn't actually play her. And yeah, it's just a deck that's gradually come together, and I'm happy with how it performs. I think it did well against Brett. And how about an Erebos? Yeah, I don't have an Erebos. It's so annoying. But Erebos and Heliod, 2 gods that I don't have. Not too fussed about Heliod, but Erebos would be really nice. Did try putting a Whip of Erebos in here for the lifelink, and then tried a kind of a combo with Grey Merchant, but it just ruined the deck. It's my version of Golgari, really, and then with a tiny bit of blue with literally 2 cards, Fathom Mage and Cura, and against Brett, or potentially from now on, Vraska, the 3 Vraskas and Fathom Mage will be in the sideboard with Dark Betrayal in the main board, just because it's nice. Oh, is Erebos card draw?
Yeah,
I don't even know what Erebos does. That's how no one here has Erebos. But
set is Erebos.
well, it's Theros. What?
Theros.
Yeah, obviously one of the Theros gods.
Oh.
Yeah, it's
We
just
need Erebos.
just no one has it. That the only time I've ever played against Erebos is when Karim was down, and I'm pretty sure. Yeah, exactly. That we've got about
We've
four
got it down.
or 5 Moguses have been pulled.
That's 6.
Yeah, a ridiculous amount.
Yeah, we've got everyone else, everything, apart from Erebos.
Yeah, so that's my amateur deck tech. Hopefully you can see everything there, and then what was that 2 mana, 2 life draw?
Yeah, Erebos.
Oh right, nice.
Yeah. What do
Oh
you
yeah,
use?
Journey into Nick's cards look ridiculous. That
Yeah.
Crufix especially.
No,
That being,
mine at all.
have you looked at Crufix though?
Yes.
That you can actually save up mana
I
for the
know.
whole game.
Yes.
What the hell is that? That is, and oh no, it becomes colourless. Don't
And
care.
All of a sudden, green creatures go
Yeah.
boom, boom, boom,
But then
boom.
that's just so perfect with Prophet of Crufix and Crufix.
Yeah, all of a sudden.
They all untap, and then you got to retain what mana you've got anyway, and that just means that, well, because they all untap, it's just you got Prophet of Crufix out and Crufix. I've got 10 mana somehow. Tap all 10. What are you going to play? Nothing. And then next turn, untap. Oh, I've got 20 mana available. Look how many cards I've got.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you want to wet yourself yet?
I
It's
know,
just
you can just literally win. Like Colossus for Akros.
that would be ridiculous. That would be really nice. I'm gonna try that as soon as I get Crufix, because I've got one of those. Alex has got one. Got a couple of Prophet of Crufixes. That'd be sweet. Rev for
And prevents enemy gaining life.
yeah.
Yeah. Rev for 100, yeah, basically.
What was an Iroas? Really nice.
Yeah, Iroas, yeah.
'Cause
I'm thinking of putting a red white.
It's just Madcap skills as a constant enchantment that can't be destroyed. You can exile it with relative ease if you're white, but you just know that if they're white, well, you've got revoke existence access as well. And then obviously counter magic, but red and white don't really have counter magic, so yeah.
And yeah, I'm not actually happy with him.
Who's that? Well, Iroas.
Iroas, yeah. Might be.
Iroas is sick, yeah.
Yeah.
Just type in there, because there's a delay. Which god are you not happy with? that million Litley. Red white equals broken combat. Yes, it does. Iroas is that would be hilarious if that's the first banned card in standard. We're proud of the fact that there's no cards banned in standard. Iroas, but just Iroas. That I can see that getting ridiculous with.
I can see that getting.
Well, you don't even need to really think about it.
Yeah, but there's answers to it, man. I mean, look
It's because it's an enchantment and a god. It's because it's an enchantment.
Yeah, but the spoilers for me already. But the thing is, I'm going to have Iroas in my deck. Because I'm going to be splashing white. It's going to be red, black, splash white.
I was looking at
red, black, white. Because
red, black, white. Nice.
Yeah.
I was going to do red, black. No, not red, black. Black, white, green.
Yeah, but because there's cards in there where I can tap for any mana.
Yep.
So it gives me another source for my white in case I haven't got enough white in my deck.
Oh yeah, you've got those Temple of Silence.
You know what I mean? Oh yeah, and you know Temple of Silence.
I'm not happy with the blue green.
No,
all right, really? Not happy with Crewfix? Why don't you like Crewfix? Costs too much mana. He's 5, isn't he? But then that's enough of a trade-off that you basically have infinite mana as long as you make sure that he's alive.
Exactly.
Which isn't that easy to do, actually.
Right.
Oh no, you've got access to blue though, so you've got counter magic. And even though Dissolve sucks and all the M14 stuff's gone. Well, it doesn't suck. It's just because it costs 3, and if you're not mono blue, 2 blue, 1 colourless.
We've got M15 to roll, yeah.
Yeah. No, it's just in Theros block constructed.
Oh.
Depends what else they spoil in Journey into Nyx, but.
No, that's why my Minotaur deck. I've got to test it.
What's that?
But yeah, so what we done? Another standard?
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Oh yeah, the blue-red god. No, I don't like that one.
no. Dude, Kettle.
Oh yeah, that was ages ago.
I said that to
Do you want to do a deck tech of yours?
No, I'm terrible.
Oh yeah. Bye. Mugs.
That's tickled me. That comment is just obviously caught us because of other people tuning in. You know what I mean? Before we got very well into all the stats. It's not like it's just too you know what I mean? It just shows how good our forecasting is now. I mean, seriously, if you watch other ones, they're like, oh my god, this is so fucking. Seriously, I mean, we are like. Well, when it's starting to spread now, you know what I mean? It's starting to get out there now.
Yeah.
People are like, oh my god. People watch TV like I watch TV. You know what I mean? And then they're like, you see all these crappy things on there. Mate, I know exactly how you do that. You could do so much more. And now we're getting used to using remakes. We're starting to do other things. And as soon as I show you the way on how to do your productions of your own, you know what I mean? The possibilities.
Might as well just quickly tell them what I'm going to do in that
Yeah.
Theros block.
But anyway, what we'll do with that highlight is we'll do that as a deck tech, and then what I'll do is you'll find the article on the website, yeah, and then if you can just write a little bit up with it.
Yeah.
So you've got a video to go with the article. Your little ramblings.
Yeah.
It's good. Definitely works.
Oh yeah. Shouldn't have packed them away. I'll just quickly put these back and then show you what I'm thinking of replacing while the tea is brewing. What I'll be changing for Theros block constructed, which you'll be able to see tomorrow night from 6:30 GMT. Where the hell is that? There we go. Yeah, so for Theros block constructed, just in case anyone cares. Where the hell is that? Just a loose change because I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to be doing. Tormented Hero will be going in. Ordeal of Nylea. 3 copies of each of those. 3 Agent of Fates. And 3 Herald of Torment. An Asphyxiate because I don't have a 3rd Hero's Downfall. and then some more swamps. That can't possibly be it. Yeah, so I'll need to... Yeah, we can't do that quickly tonight, because I don't know where the other cards are.
What's that?
Because just doing the changes of what the deck would be, that's 3 replacing 4, so 1 missing there, 3 replacing 4, 1 missing there, 3 replacing 4, 1 missing there, 3 replacing 4, 1 missing there.
So we can't do a Phil's block?
Must have been those. Drown in Sorrow.
Did
That one does it.
Well, we can go hunting for the cards in a minute. Go hunting for it.
Oh yeah, Thought Season Barblight. Yeah, that'll probably... Yeah, I think that's right. Yeah, rather than doing that, I'll just actually change it and then we'll see what happens. Just want to do one more match of Standard.
Yeah. When the tea's ready.
So that has to be there. That is there. And yeah, that's it. Yeah, Agent of Fates is brilliant. Especially with the amount of enchantments and bestows that I'm trying to have in the Theros block constructed, that just putting on Spiteful Returned, or even just stacking on loads of Spiteful Returns, all of their creatures are dead. And then Herald of Torment, nice bestow. Yeah, I'm pretty much doing an enchantment deck. Black-green, but heavier on the black than this deck. So how close are you to actually getting a commander deck together, Brett? Or you just want to buy that commander deck?
I'm not until it comes out.
What about modern?
No?
Any plans for modern or no?
No.
Because I was looking at my modern deck and it's pretty much standard. What's that? Tomorrow I'll go to my first FNM first draft. Oh yeah, for draft ideas, don't try and have a plan before you actually crack the boosters open. It's always based on what your first booster is, really, isn't it? That's pretty much right, isn't it, bro? Yeah. That haven't obviously you need to have as much knowledge as you can about the individual cards, and yeah, just try and know at least what all of the cards in the set are and be familiar with all the mechanics and certain interactions. But if it's your first draft, it's really, that's going to be your learning experience. Have as much fun as you can, and yeah, that's really it. Let's just try and make a nice deck. See how you go when you actually crack that booster open.